Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome to the Hinton Gymnasium for tonight's Warrior Conference matchup. Tonight, the Unity Christian Knights come visiting your Hinton Blackhawks. Unity Christian Knights come with a 12-1 overall record, 5-0, ranked number 1 in Class 3A. They're coming off a victory over Whole Western Christian last week, 53-41. Hinton Blackhawks come with 11-2 record, 2-2 in the War Eagle. They're coming off a 51-36 win over Sheldon last week. This is a game that was originally scheduled for Friday, has been moved to tonight. We'll be right back with starting lineups after this message from one of our sponsors. You're listening to Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we have coverage here on Fuller Digital Solutions. We have the girls' game and the boys' game coming up after this. Getting your starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Unity Christian Knights, again coming with a 12-1 record, ranked number 1 in Class 3A. Jay Skydeman's lineup's going to look like this. Number 11, Gracie Schoenhoven, comes in averaging 25.6 points per game as a junior. Number 14, Emma Biker, the senior, averaging 5.5 points per game. Number 20, Tyra Skydeman, is averaging 14.2 points a game as a junior. Number 21, Becca Zystra, the senior, averaging 2 points per game. And rounding up the starting lineup, number 33, Daisy Dreesen, the senior, comes in averaging 2.9 points per game. For Coach Matt Leary's Hinton Blackhawks, coming with 11-2 record, 2-2 in the War Eagle. Their lineup's going to look like this. Number 3, Natalie Junk, the junior, averaging 7 points per game. Number 15, Anna Coffey, the senior, averages 11.8 points per game. Number 21, Ashlyn Renzel, junior, averaging 6.9 points per game. Number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna, a sophomore, averaging 8.3 points per game. And number 32, Bella Badar, the senior, the leading scorer for the Blackhawks, 14.4 points per game. The Unity Christian Knights come in averaging 65.4 points per game. The Blackhawks, 60.3 points per game. Leading rebounders for the Knights, they have a trio with 7 rebounds per game. Gracie Schoenhoven, Jenna Bauma, and Tyra Skydeman all average around 7 rebounds per game. For the Blackhawks, Anna Coffey's the leader at 7.8 rebounds per game, and Ashlyn Kavarna adds 6.5 rebounds per game. That's going to do it for starting lineups. We'll be right back after the national anthem for the start of play from Hinton. You're listening to Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Hey, and welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics. Just about to get underway here, opening tip-off of the girls' game. We'll have varsity boys action coming for you approximately 15 minutes after this one finishes. It looks like jumping for Union Christian will be the junior, number 20, Tyra Skydeman. And for the Blackhawks, number 15, Anna Coffey, the senior, will jump it off. World Conference action here tonight from Hinton. And we are off. Union Christian will take control of the opening tip. Down to Schoenhoven. Back to Skydeman. She gives it up to Biker. To Dystra. Back to Skydeman. Schoenhoven gets it down low to Dreesen. Back to Skydeman. Knights being very patient on their opening possession. Now Dreesen breaks open down low. She's going to give it out to Dystra. Dystra misses, and it's a rebound by Anna Coffey for the Blackhawks. Into the front court to Natalie Junk. Over to Bella Badar. Junk's three-point shot from the corner, no good, in and out. That's going to be a rebound by Skydeman. Quickly into the front court. Skydeman thinks about a three, passes it up. Gives up to Dykstra. Dykstra passes Skydeman, and Skydeman's shot is up and good. And the Knights lead 2-0. Ashlyn Kavarna with the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to Renzel. Renzel thinks about driving, being cut off by Skydeman. Now back out to Kavarna. Kavarna guarded by Biker. Back to Renzel. Renzel drives, gets to the basket. Shot's partially blocked, and it's rebounded by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven all the way to the hoop. Shot is up and good. And the Knights double their lead to 4-0. Blackhawks have the ball back to Kavarna, brings the ball into the front court. Over to Natalie Junk. To Coffey. Over to Badar. That pass is going to be tipped and stolen by Dykstra. The layup, no good, but the rebound's going to be by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's shot is good, and the Knights lead by 6. And now we're going to have a timeout by Coach Leary. We'll take one with them. 5:46 to go, first quarter. The Knights lead 6-0. We'll be right back after this message from Fuller Digital Solutions.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Back to action coming out of a timeout here. Blackhawks just inbounded the ball. It's Ashton Kavarna with the ball out front for the Blackhawks. Trailing 6-0 here in the first quarter. Badar with the ball now. Over to Coffey. Badar off of a couple of screens, unable to get free. Give the ball to Junk. Back to Coffee. Now Renzel comes off of a couple screens. She's blocked up. Coffee drives, kicks it out to Junk. Over to Kavarna. Kavarna's three-point shot from the top of the key is no good. Rebounded by Badar for the Blackhawks. And then I think she's going to draw a foul. That'll be Unity's first foul. And the foul's going to be on number 11, Gracie Schoenhoven. That'll be her first personal and the team's first. Bella Badar is going to inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Anna Coffey. Over to Renzel. Back to Coffey. Coffey looking for an open Blackhawk to pass it to. Decides to drive it herself. Does. Kicks it out to Badar. Badar's 15-footer is going to be good. And the Blackhawks are on the scoreboard. Badar scores the first points of the night for the Blackhawks. In the front court quickly to Scheidemann. Back to Schoenhoven. Three-point shot by Emma Biker is good for the Christian Knights. And they're going to lead 9-2. Kavarna brings the ball back across half court for Hinton. Over to Renzel. Renzel thinks about driving, now stops. Continues her path, now drives. That pass is going to be stolen away by Dykstra. Dykstra to the front court, her shot's up and good. And the Knights lead 11-2 with about 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Blackhawks need to find a little bit of offense here to get back in the game. Unity's had no trouble finding theirs. Junk gives the ball over to Coffey. Series of Blackhawk cutters. Now Coffey finds Renzel in the corner. Her three-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Coffey. Now Junk gives it back to Kavarna. Kavarna drives, kicks it out to Coffey, back to Junk. Junk's three-point shot is going to be short and out of bounds. It'll be Unity Christian ball. Knights quickly get it into Dykstra. Dykstra passes it ahead to Biker. Back to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven cut off by Badar. Gives it back to Scheidemann. Now Renzel taps it away from Scheidemann. Scheidemann regathers the ball. Gives it back to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's shot is no good. Rebounded by Natalie Junk for the Blackhawks. She gives it up to Kavarna. Kavarna ahead to Badar. Badar drives to the hoop. Cut off by a pair of Knights. That shot's going to go out of bounds. Thought it was partially blocked, but it looks like it's just going to be a turnover to the Knights. Ball quickly in the front court, over to Scheidemann. Scheidemann gives it up to Zylstra. Back to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven drives, kicks it back to Molly Zylstra. And now there's going to be a foul called down low. There'll be a Blackhawk foul. That's going to be on number 21, Ashlyn Renzel. That'll be her first personal and the team's first this half. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 34, Avery Brigade. Brigade, the sophomore. So Schoenhoven gets the ball in to Scheidemann. There's going to be a foul called. That foul is going to be on number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna. That'll be her first personal and the team's second. Schoenhoven will inbound the ball once again for the Knights. Gets it into Zylstra. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Coffey for the Blackhawks. Gives it to Kavarna. Kavarna ahead to Badar. Badar hits Kavarna on the cutting, but it gets away from her and Coffey picks it up. No harm, no foul there. Coffey cut off, gives it to Renzel. Renzel drives. Kicks it out to Brigade. Off her hands. Now Badar has the ball for the Blackhawks. Three-point shot from the corner from Renzel. No good. In and out. Rebounded by Kavarna, and that shot's no good. We're going to have a rebound by Schoenhoven. Cross-court pass to Scheidemann. And that three-point shot by Biker is good. And the Knights lead 14-2. About 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Now Kavarna in the front court looking to drive, passes it off to Coffey. Coffey over to Badar. Blackhawks having trouble finding the basket in the early going tonight. Part of it's the Unity defense, part of it might just be a cold shooting start. Now Kavarna looks to drive. her shot from distance to the free throw line's no good. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up and good. The Blackhawks are within 10. Quickly ahead, Dykstra gets the ball in the front court over to Scheidemann. Now that pass is too hot to handle, out of bounds off Molly Zylstra. That'll be Blackhawk basketball. Checking in for the Knights, number 2, Cassie Deckers. Badar inbounds the ball to Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Kavarna walks it up court, trailing by 10 here in the first quarter. Kavarna being guarded closely by Schoenhoven. Over to Badar, back to Kavarna. Kavarna thinks about driving, cut off by Schoenhoven. Back to Badar. Badar passes down low to Brigade. Back to Kavarna. Kavarna drives, stops, 10-footer is good. So Kavarna has 4 points, and the Blackhawks are within 8. Biker back in the front court, gives it up to Schoenhoven. Over to Zylstra. They try to feed Scheidemann down low. She misses that shot. Schoenhoven with the rebound. Her shot's going to be up and good. Kavarna brings the ball back up court for the Blackhawks. 30 seconds to go first quarter. Renzel's 15-footer in and out, no good. Rebounded by Zylstra for the Knights. She gives it over to Scheidemann. Scheidemann ahead to Biker. Feed down low to Schoenhoven. That shot's up and good. Schoenhoven with 8 points in the first quarter for the Knights, leads all scorers. Kavarna's long three-point shot to end the quarter is good. And the Blackhawks close within 9. So after one quarter, it's 18-9 in favor of the Knights over the Blackhawks. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. We're at the first quarter break. The Knights of Unity Christian lead your Hinton Blackhawks 18-9. Leading scorers in the first quarter, Gracie Schoenhoven leads all scorers with 8 points for the Knights. Number 14, Emma Biker, added 6. For the Blackhawks, it was all Ashlyn Renzel as she had 7 of the 9 Blackhawk points in the first quarter. So we're getting ready to start second quarter action here. I believe it'll be Blackhawk basketball as Unity got the ball to start the game, but I cannot see the possession arrow, so I'm assuming that's right. We'll all find out here in about 5 or 6 seconds when they break the huddle. Knights had a couple turnovers for easy baskets. They had a couple three-pointers and lots of points down in the paint. That was the difference in the first quarter. So Coffey inbounds the ball to Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna drives, stops, shoots her 10-footers in and out. That's going to be rebounded by Zevenbergen for the Knights. Ahead to Schoenhoven. Gives it back to Zevenbergen. Over to Deckers. Zevenbergen's three-point shot from the corner is good. And the Knights extend the lead to 12. Kavarna with the ball, cross-court pass to Renzel. She feeds Brigade down low. Cut off by Zylstra. Back to Renzel. Kavarna with the ball now. Over to Junk. Junk finds Coffey on the corner. Looks for a cutting Kavarna. Passes that opportunity up. Now looks to drive. Gives it back to Junk. Top the key. Over to Renzel. Now Coffey cuts. Back to Kavarna. Pass down to Brigade. Back to Kavarna. Blackhawks having trouble finding easy baskets. Now Coffey drives, has that shot blocked. Rebound by Kavarna, and she's going to draw a foul. That foul should be on number 14, Emma Biker. We'll see if that's who they call it on. Yeah, that'll be number 14, Emma Biker, her first personal and the team's second. It'll be Blackhawk basketball underneath their own hoop. Ashlyn Gavarno inbound it for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Coffee. Coffee down low over to Gavarna. Gavarna's shot is up and good. And she's going to go to the line for the bonus, as that Christian foul is going to be on number 14, Emma Biker. That's going to be her second personal, and the team's third. So the Knights back-to-back fouls. And Ashley Gavarno's at the line with a chance to complete the three-point play. Gavarna came in shooting 67% from the line, and she nails that one. And the Blackhawks are back to within 9. As Schoenhoven brings the ball in the front court. Oh, that's Scheidemann. Back to Scheidemann. Pass is tapped away by Gavarna, out of bounds. It'll be Knights basketball. Schoenhoven inbounds the ball for the Knights, gets it into Zylstra. Back to Schoenhoven. Back to Zylstra. Over to Zevenbergen. Down to Zylstra and back to Gracie Schoenhoven for the easy layup. Knights do a real good job of moving the ball around, and they end up getting a nice layup for them. That's the kind of thing the Blackhawks want to do to expand their offense tonight. Gavarna with the ball in the corner, looks to drive, passes down to Coffey, back out to Junk. Three-point shot from top of the key is no good. That's going to be rebounded by Schoenhoven. She brings the ball in the front court for the Knights. Gives it up to Scheidemann. Over to Deckers. Deckers gives it up to Zevenbergen. Back to Scheidemann. Scheidemann's shot no good. In and out. Rebounded by Coffey for the Blackhawks. Coffey yet to score tonight. She's the second leading scorer for the Blackhawks. The Knights have some length down low, and they have cut her off each of her times she's tried to drive so far. Renzo with the ball out front for the Blackhawks. Over to Coffey. Down low to Gavarna. Gavarna feeds Brigade. Brigade's guarded by a couple of Knights, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Checking back in from the Blackhawks, number 32, Bella Badar. Checking in for the Knights, number 21, Becca Dijkstra. Badar will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Coffey. Coffey's going to be called for the travel. It'll be a turnover. It'll be Knight basketball. Zevenbergen will inbound the ball to Dijkstra. Dijkstra brings the ball in the front court for the Knights. Gives it up to Scheidemann. Back to Dijkstra. Over to Zylstra. To Zevenbergen. Zevenbergen's three-point shot from the corner, no good, in and out. Rebounded by Dijkstra. There's going to be a foul call. I think that's going to be on number 32, Bella Badar. That'll be her first personal and the team's third for the Blackhawks. Schoenhoven inbounds to Scheidemann. Scheidemann back to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven hits a cutting Zylstra, and that ball might have been blocked, but they're going to call a foul. That foul will be on number 34, Avery Brigade. That'll be Avery's first personal and the team's fourth this half. And at the line shooting a pair of free throws will be number 22, Molly Zylstra. Zylstra comes in shooting under 50% on the year. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Zylstra. That's also good. Checking in for the Knights, number 33, Daisy Dreesen, as Zylstra takes a seat after making a pair of free throws. Ashlyn Gavarna bringing the ball back up court for the Blackhawks. Guarded by Schoenhoven. Down low to Coffey. Coffey turns. Shot is up and good, and she'll draw the foul. That foul is going to be on number 33, Daisy Dreesen. That'll be her first personal and the team's fourth for the Knights. At the line, shooting the old-fashioned three-pointer will be Anna Coffey. She comes in shooting 59% on the year from the free throw line. So Coffey on the board with the first 2 points, trying to make it a 3 with the upcoming free throw. That free throw a little long, rebounded by Schoenhoven for the Knights. Skydeman drives. That pass is tipped, but gathered by Schoenhoven. Tries to feed Skydeman down low. That's stolen by Mia Fleckenstein, who checked in the game for the Blackhawks in that last timeout. Kavarna gives it to Junk, back to Fleckenstein. Down low to Kavarna, over to Coffey. Coffey's shot a little too hard off the iron. It's going to be rebounded by Dreesen and then tied up by Coffey. It'll be a jump ball. It's going to be Unity Christian basketball. Blackhawks trail by 11 here, 4 minutes to go in the half. Dykstra brings the ball in the front court for the Knights. Over to Skydeman. Back to Dykstra. Over to Zevenberg. And Zevenberg's three-point shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's shot is up and good. Schoenhoven has 12 points to lead all scorers. Kavarna, leading scorer for the Blackhawks. She has 10 of the 14 points. Kavarna with the basketball for the Blackhawks. Over to Bella Badar. Coffey, back to Kavarna. Now cross-court pass to Badar. Badar spins. Her shot is up and good. Bella Badar with 4 points, and the Blackhawks are with 11. In the front court, Zevenberg guarded by Junk. Partially tipped pass to Dykstra. Gets through. That's going to be to Dreesen. Dreesen's shot no good. Rebounded by Skydeman. Skydeman's putback is good. The Knights extend the lead back to 13. Ashley Gavarda brings the ball up court for the Hinton. Into the front court. Gets it to Natalie Junk. Junk feeds Coffey down low about the free throw line. Kick it back out to Junk. Over to Fleckenstein. Back down to Coffey. Coffey turns, tries to feed a cutting Blackhawk to no avail. Over to Kavarna. Kavarna's three-point shot from the corner. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Gracie Schoenhoven for the Knights. Schoenhoven all the way into the front court. Passes down low to Skydeman, and that shot is up and good. And with that, the Blackhawks are going to take a timeout. It's 31-16 on your scoreboard. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching varsity girls action. Unity Christian Knights lead 31-16 here with 2:25 to go in the first half. For the Knights, leading scorer has been Gracie Schoenhoven with 12. A couple others are chipped in 6 apiece, but for the Blackhawks, it's been all Ashlyn Kavarna here in the first half. 10 of the Blackhawks' 16 points. So both teams are breaking the timeout here. We're getting ready to be back under action. Remember, we have varsity boys action coming up about 15 minutes after this one concludes. Bella Badar inbounds the ball to Kavarna. Kavarna walks the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Over to Junk. Junk back to Kavarna. Kavarna looks to drive. Gives it up to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein's pass is going to be stolen by number 33. That's Dreesen for the Knights. Gets it ahead to Dykstra. Over to Skydeman. Skydeman drives. Her shot with 3 Blackhawks guarding her is going to be fouled on the floor. That foul will be on number 15, Anna Coffey. That'll be her first and the team's 5th this half. And they're going to call it on the shot. I thought they were going to call it on the floor. So at the line shooting a pair is number 20, Tyra Skydeman. First free throw's good. Skydeman comes in shooting 75% on the year. Second free throw attempt by Skydeman for the Knights. Also good. So she hits a pair, and she has 7 points on the night. Knights have now doubled up the Blackhawks, 33-16. With about 1:45 to go. Kavarna in the front court. Her shot high off the glass goes. Kavarna adds to her total. She has 12 first half points. Dykstra brings the ball in the front court. Gives it up to Schoenhoven. Over to Biker. Back to Dykstra. That pass is going to go off her hands, gathered by Bella Badar for the Blackhawks. Badar brings the ball into the front court. Gives it up to Kavarna. Kavarna looks to drive. Does. Splits a pair of defenders, and that shot's up no good. It's going to be rebounded by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven pushes the ball down the court. Tries to feed Biker in the front court, but it's stolen away by Kavarna. Kavarna gives it up to Badar. Badar guarded by Schoenhoven. That pass is tipped away and gathered by Scheidemann. 2-on-1. Tries to pass over to Schoenhoven. Kavarna steals it ahead to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein's shot is up, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Dreesen. And gathering the ball is Schoenhoven, and Schoenhoven brings the ball back in the front court for the Knights. Over to Scheidemann. Dykstra. Now over to Biker. Biker's three-point attempt is good. And the Knights double up the Blackhawks once again, 36-18. 20 seconds to go first half. Bella Badar corner three-point shot is good, nothing but net. Badar adds her total. She has 7 points in the first half. Biker into the front court. Over to Dykstra, down to Schoenhoven. Nice pass to Scheidemann, and the Knights extend their lead to 17. Full court shot by Ashton Kavarna is no good, and your score at halftime is going to be 38. Knights have 38, the Blackhawks have 21. So we'll be right back with first half stats after this message from one of our sponsors. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage, Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we've wrapped up first half action. Leading scores in the first half for the Blackhawks. Number 23, Ashton Kavarna had 12 with the 21 points. Bella Badar chipped in 7, and Anna Coffey added a basket for a total of 21. For the Knights, leading scorers, number 11, Gracie Schoenhoven with 12. Number 20, Tyra Scheidemann added 10. And number 14, Emma Biker on 3 three-pointers, chipped in 9. So your score at halftime, 38-21. We'll be back in approximately 9 minutes with second half action. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage, Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready for second half action here as the Blackhawks trail the Knights of Unity Christian 38-21 at halftime here in a War Eagle Conference matchup. The Knights came in ranked number 1 in Class 3A and have lived up to that billing in the first half as they lead by 17 over the Blackhawks. So both teams have finished their warm-ups and they are getting last-minute instructions. Taking the court for the Knights looks like it'll be the same as their starters. It'll be number 11, Gracie Schoenhoven, number 14, Emma Biker, number 20, Tyra Scheidemann, number 21, Becca Dykstra, and number 33, Daisy Dreesen. For the Blackhawks, it'll be the same as their starters as well. It'll be Natalie Junk, Anna Coffey, Ashlyn Renzel, Ashlyn Kavarna, and Bella Badar. It'll be Blackhawk basketball to kick things off in the second half. And Badar inbounds to Kavarna. Kavarna brings the ball, gives it back to Badar. Back to Junk now. Over to Badar. That pass is tipped and out of bounds. It should be Blackhawk basketball, and it is. Badar inbounds to Kavarna way back on their own side of the half court. Kavarna brings it back into the front court. Gives it up to Badar. Badar over to Junk. Badar sets the screen. Junk tries to get around it. Guarded by Dreesen. Now gives it up to Badar. Back to Coffey. Coffey drives. Cut off by Schoenhoven. Turnaround jumper falls. And Coffey gets the first basket of the second half. Quickly back in the front court is Emma Biker. Over to Scheidemann. Scheidemann's three-point shot. It's no good. Tipped around. It's going to be gathered by Dykstra, but not before it goes out of bounds. It's Blackhawk basketball. Badar inbounds the ball to Kavarna. Run into the front court. Over to Junk. Junk back to Coffey, over to Badar. Back to Kavarna. Back to Coffey. Coffey looking for a Blackhawk cut. Now she tries to drive. Stops, kicks it out to Renzel. Renzel just inside the three-point line. No good, a little bit strong. Rebounded by Junk. Junk gives it up to Kavarna. Back to Coffey. Coffey at the top of the key. Thinks about driving, thinks better of it. Gives it up to Renzel. Renzel back to Junk. Junk over to Kavarna. Kavarna stops, pops, and shoots the three-pointer from the top of the key, and it's good. And the Blackhawks are within 12. In the front court quickly, it's Scheidemann with it. Over to Biker. Now back to Dykstra. Back to Scheidemann, over to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's three-point shot is good. And the Knights extend their lead back to 15. Kavarna in the front court, gives it up to Junk. Junk hits Kavarna on the cut, and as she shoots, she's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be on the Knights. Number 14, Emma Biker. That's going to be her third personal, and the team's first this half. At the line, shooting a pair, will be number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna. The sophomore came in shooting 68% and already made a pair of free throws. And now she's made 3 for 3 tonight so far. One more free throw attempt coming up for Kavarna. That one's off the front of the rim, no good. Gathered by Scheidemann for the Knights. Scheidemann into the front court, over to Dykstra. Back to Scheidemann, back to Dykstra. Over to Biker. Cross-court pass to Dykstra. That 10-footer is no good. In and out. Rebounded by Schoenhoven. And that shot's up and good. Schoenhoven with 17 points on the evening to lead all scorers. Ashton Kavarna has 16 for the Blackhawks. Cross-court pass to Renzel. Renzel feeds Kavarna. Kavarna drives. That shot's going to be partially blocked by Schoenhoven, but they're going to call a foul. I think the foul is going to be on somebody else. That foul is going to be number 33, Daisy Dreesen. That'll be her second personal foul and the team's second. At the line shooting a pair, Kavarna. Kavarna knocks down the first one for the Blackhawks. Second free throw attempt coming up for the Blackhawks and Ashton Kavarna. And that's also good. So Kavarna 5 of 6 from the line so far tonight, and she has 18 points to lead all scorers. Biker quickly in the front court to Dykstra. Back to Biker. Over to Scheidemann. Scheidemann drives, kicks it back out to Biker. Over to Dykstra, down to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven drives. Shot is up and good. I think the foul will be on number 15, Anna Coffey. We'll see if they call it on. It's a Blackhawk foul. 15, Anna Coffey. That'll be her second personal and the team's first this half. At the line, shooting the bonus is Schoenhoven. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Natalie Junk. Gives it up to Coffey. Back to Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Kavarna brings it in the front court. Guarded by Schoenhoven. Gives it up to Junk, who passes down low to Coffey. Coffey gives it back to Junk, over to Kavarna. Kavarna thinks about driving, passes it to Coffey. Coffey does drive, gets to the hoop. That shot's up, no good. Rebound and tipped out. It's going to be gathered by Biker. Biker ahead to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's coast-to-coast shot is good, and the Knights extend their lead. Front court Junk, three-point shot from the corner, no good. Tipped around, and it's going to be gathered by Biker for the Knights. Gives up to Scheidemann, right back to Biker, right back to Scheidemann. Scheidemann with the ball at the top of the key now for the Knights. Over to Dykstra, guarded by Renzel. Blackhawks in a 1-3-1 possibly. Dreesen with the ball now. Back to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's baby hook, no good. That shot's off. Rebound by Schoenhoven. Gets her own rebound. Put back is good. So Schoenhoven had about 3 rebounds there and shots. With that, Coach Leary wants to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity girls action. We got the boys game coming up approximately 15 minutes after this one's concluded. Knights lead 49-29 on the scoreboard right now as we're about halfway through the third quarter. 3:23 to go to be exact, third quarter. And the Knights look all of the number 1 team in the state in Class 3A as they have been scoring often and with fairly easy compared to the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks have had trouble finding an inside game most of the night. Ashton Kavarna does have 18 points for the Blackhawks. Quickly, Kavarna feeds Renzel. She drives. She's going to draw the foul. That foul is going to be on Cassidy Deckers. That'll be Deckers' first personal and the team's third this half. At the line shooting 2, number 21, Ashlyn Renzel, the junior, comes in shooting 74% from the line. She knocks down the first one. Second free throw attempt for Renzel. Off the front of the rim, gathered by Schoenhoven. In the front corner, gives it to Scheidemann. Scheidemann guarded by Junk. Kicks it out to Zevenbergen, now gathered by Deckers. Back to Scheidemann. Cross-court pass to Deckers. That pass is tipped away right back to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven tries the feed. It looks like it's Molly Zylstra. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. So Zylstra is checked back in for the Knights. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 34, Avery Brigade. Coffee passes the ball into Kavarna. Kavarna gives it to Brigade. Brigade tries to drive. That ball is tapped away and stolen by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven all the way to the hoop. Comes up empty. Ball's out of bounds. It was knocked away by a Blackhawk, so it'll be Knights basketball. Gets it into Scheidemann. Scheidemann's shot's no good. Tipped around a couple times, gathered by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's shot's going to be up and good, and they'll draw the foul. That'll be a Blackhawk foul on number 3, Natalie Junk. That'll be Natalie's first personal and the team's second this half. At the line trying to complete the three-point play will be Gracie Schoenhoven. The junior misses, but she has 25 points this evening to lead all scorers. Kavarna gets the rebound, brings it up court for the Blackhawks. Quickly ahead to Renzel. Down low to Coffey, back to Kavarna. Kavarna looks to drive, back to Coffey. Coffey feeds Brigade. Brigade looks to drive, cut off by a pair of Knights. Gives it back to Junk. Junk cross-court pass to Renzel. Feeds Kavarna down low, gives it up to Coffey. Coffey's shot is good. The Blackhawks back to within 19. Deckers drives, passes over to Scheidemann. Scheidemann now drives, kicks it back out to Deckers. Deckers tries to feed Scheidemann down low. That ball gets away and out of bounds onto the stage for a brief delay. Coffey inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Kavarna. 1:40 to go, third quarter. Kavarna over to Renzel. Back to Coffey. Coffey drives, kicks it over to Kavarna. Kavarna's three-point shot from the corner, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Scheidemann for the Knights. She kicks it ahead to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven looks to drive, cut off by a couple of Blackhawks. Gives it over to Zylstra. 3-second violation called on the Knights. Checking in for the Knights, number 14, Emma Biker. As checking out will be Scheidemann. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 32, Bella Badar. Replaces Renzel in the Blackhawk lineup. Kavarna gets the ball from Coffey and walks it into the front court for the Blackhawks. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Quickly ahead to Coffey. Coffey feeds Kavarna. Kavarna's shot is up and good. Ashton Kavarna with 20 points for the Blackhawks tonight. In the front court, Schoenhoven drives. Shot is up, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Coffey. Coffey tries to feed it ahead to Junk. That's going to be stolen by Zievenberg. And now she gives it up to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's shot's off, gathered by Bikers. Biker puts it back up, and that shot is good. Kavarna with the ball in the front court. Now that pass is going to be tipped and stolen by Zylstra. Ahead to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's shot is up and good for the Knights. Kavarna quickly in the front court. Under 10 seconds to go, third quarter. Gives it up to Badar. Badar over to Kavarna. Kavarna drives, off-bounds three-pointer, no good. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end as the Knights lead 55-34 after 3 in World Conference action tonight. We'll be right back after this message from Fuller Digital Solutions.
We believe in service. That means providing no limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready to resume action here. Start of the fourth quarter as the Blackhawks trail 55-34. Through three quarters, leading score for the Blackhawks, number 23, Ashton Gavardo with 20 points. For the Knights, number 11, Gracie Schoenhoven with 27 points. So teams finished up their last minute instructions. They're taking the court, and we're ready to get underway in the fourth quarter. Becca Dykstra inbounds the ball to Zevenbergen. Gives it ahead to Biker. Back to Zevenbergen. Over to Dykstra. Back to Biker. Biker drives. She's cut off. Pass gets away from Dreesen. Gathered by Dykstra. Back to Schoenhoven. Over to Zevenbergen. Dykstra down low to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven's shot is up and good. Over to Coffey. Coffey gives it back to Renzel. Over to Junk for the Blackhawks. Gives it back to Coffey. Coffey feeds Brigade down low. Tries to pass it over to Junk. That's going to be tied up. It'll be a jump ball. It's going to be Blackhawk basketball. Inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Badar gives it into Coffey. Coffey turns, drives to the hoop. Guarded by Schoenhoven. Gives it back to Renzel. Renzel gives it over to Junk. Junk's three-point shot from the top of the key, no good. Renzel had the rebound momentarily. It's knocked away and stolen by Dykstra. Now ahead to Biker. Biker's shot is up and good. Badar gives it up to Renzel. Right back to Badar. Over to Junk. Now gives it back to Renzel. Renzel's 10-footer. No good. Rebounded by Brigade. Brigade's shot's no good, but she's going to draw a foul. That foul will be on the Knights, number 4. That's Caitlin Zevenbergen. Her first personal, and the team's fourth. At the line, shooting a pair, will be number 34, Avery Brigade. Comes in shooting under 50% on the year from the free throw line. And misses the first. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 23, Ashton Kavarna. Brigade's second free throw is good. The Knights get the ball in quickly. Zevenbergen gives it up to Biker. Biker ahead to Dykstra. Back to Zevenbergen. Down to Schoenhoven. Back to Zevenbergen. Back to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven drives. Cross-court pass to Dykstra is up and no good. Now we're going to have the ball tied up again. It'll be jump ball. It should be the Knights basketball on alternating possessions. Checking back in for the Knights, number 20, Tyra Skeideman. Schoenhoven inbounds the ball for the Knights. Gets it into Zevenbergen to Skeideman. Skeideman's pass was tipped away and then regathered by Dreesen. Over to Dilstra. Tipped away again by Kavarna. Gathered by Zevenbergen. Down low to Skeideman. Skeideman's shot is no good. They're going to call a foul on the floor. That foul is going to be number 34, Avery Brigade. That'll be her second personal. Skeideman inbounds, gets it to Dreesen. Zevenbergen, now Skeideman from the corner. Three-point shot is good. And the Knights extend their lead. And Skeideman has 13 points on the evening. Kavarna quickly in the front court for the Blackhawks. Down low to Brigade. Renzel, three-point shot from top of the key is no good. Rebounded by Zevenbergen for the Knights. Kicks it ahead to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven tries to feed Skeideman. It's tapped away out of bounds. It'll be Knights basketball. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 3, Natalie Junk. Schoenhoven inbounds the ball for the Knights. Gets it into Siebenbergen. Siebenbergen drives, kicks it over to Dykstra. Skydeman's shot's partially blocked, gathered by Schoenhoven for the Knights. Schoenhoven drives, her shot's going to be up and good. And Schoenhoven has 31 points on the evening. Front court to Badar, gives it up to Renzel. Finds a cutting Kavarna. Kavarna's shot is up and good. Kavarna adds to her total, and she has 22 points this evening. Cross-court pass to Siebenbergen. Shot by Skydeman's no good. Rebounded by Ashlyn Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Kavarna brings it into the front court. Pass over to Badar. Badar drives. Shot's up, no good. She's going to draw the foul, though. That'll send Badar to the line, shooting a pair. That foul is going to be on number 20, Tyra Skydeman. It'll be her first personal and the team's 5th this half. Bella Badar at the line, shooting a pair. Comes in shooting 73% and knocks down the first one. Checking back in for the Knights, number 22, Molly Zylstra. Badar's second free throw attempt coming up. That shot's also good. Badar has 9. Siebenbergen with the ball, brings it up court for the Knights. Over to Dykstra. Dykstra's three-point shot from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Schoenhoven. Kavarna tried to steal it away, but now it's stolen away by Renzel. Renzel brings it in the front court for the Blackhawks. Passes it to Coffey. Coffey drives. Gets it over to Junk. Back to Coffey. Now to Renzel. Renzel gives up to Kavarna, down to Badar. Badar kicks it back to Kavarna. Kavarna's 10-footer, no good. Rebounded by Junk. Junk shots up, no good. Tipped around and gathered by Molly Zylstra for the Knights. Gives it up to Siebenbergen. Over to Dykstra. Back to Siebenbergen. Zylstra, cross-court pass to Siebenbergen. Skydeman, back to Siebenbergen. Over to Dykstra. Down low to Skydeman. Skydeman's going to be fouled. That'll be number 3, Natalie Junk. That'll be her second personal and the team's 4th. That'll put Tyra Skydeman at the line shooting a pair, coming and shooting 74% on the evening. And she knocks down the first one. Checking in for the Knights, number 15, Annika Klumpian. And number 10, Kylie DeBoer. For the Blackhawks, checking in is number 45, Mia Fleckenstein, and number 4, Kennedy Spees. Second free throw attempt is good, and checking back in for the Knights, number 2, Cassidy Deckers. So Ashley Kavarna brings the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Gives up to Kavarna. Kavarna back to Spees. Spees gives it right back to Kavarna. Kavarna looks to drive over to Junk. Junk back to Kavarna. Down low to Fleckenstein, and we'll have a foul called. That foul is going to be on number 4. That's Caitlin Siebenbergen. The team's 6th foul, and it'll be Siebenbergen's second personal foul. Checking the game now will be Kyra Shaw for the Blackhawks, and she's going to inbound it. Gives it into Renzel. Renzel's shot off the front of the iron, no good, gathered by Siebenbergen. Siebenbergen brings it up court for the Knights. Gets it to Deckers. Back to Siebenbergen, back to Deckers. Back to cross-court pass is going to be fed down low to DeBoer. DeBoer's shot's no good. Rebounded and given to Kennedy Spees. Kennedy Spees brings the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Spees over to Renzel. Renzel looks to drive, has it tapped away from her, gets it back herself. Now she looks to drive again. gives it up to Shaw. Kyra Shaw looks to drive. Gets the free throw line, gives it to Kennedy Spees. Spees passes up the three-pointer, gets it down to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein's turnaround hook is good. And that pass is stolen by Fleckenstein, and Fleckenstein goes coast to coast. That shot's up, no good. And the rebound's going to be by Deckers. Fleckenstein might have hurt herself on that steal. She's going to be replaced by Avery Brigade, and Tessa Trueweiler checks in the game for the Blackhawks. 1:40 to go in the game here. Blackhawks trail 66-41. Ziegenberg gets the ball into Deckers. Back to DeBoer. Zylstra over to DeBoer. DeBoer gives it up to Deckers. Deckers drives. Has a pass tipped and gathered by Zylstra. Deckers thinks about taking a long shot, passes it up. Ziebenbergen will take the three from top of the key, no good. Rebound's going to be called a jump ball now, as a couple girls had a hold of it down there. Kyra Shaw for the Blackhawks and DeBoer for the Christian Knights. So Spees inbounds the ball, 1:10 to go. Kyra Shaw walks the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Blackhawks return to action Friday night against Harris Lake Park. Up there won't be coverage on Fuller Digital Solutions. Fuller Digital Solutions' next coverage will be next Tuesday. Home wrestling event, last wrestling home event for the season. Akron and Lawton will come take on the Blackhawks in wrestling action. It'll be right here live on Fuller next Tuesday night, January 25th, 1 week from tonight. Deckers with the steal. That shot's going to be up and good. 30 seconds to go now in the game. Shaw walks the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Ahead to Brigade. Over to Trueweiler. Trueweiler feeds low to Junk. Junk turns around. That shot's going to be a foul called. Oh, that foul will be called on number 2, Cassidy Deckers. That'll be her second personal foul. The team 7th at the line shooting 2 is Natalie Junk. Junk knocks down the first one. Junk came in shooting 59% from the line. And the second free throw attempt for Junk is up and good. So Junk with a pair of free throws. And with 8 seconds to go, the Knights get in the front court. DeBoer with the basketball over to Deckers. Head to Zylstra. Zylstra has the shot partially blocked, and that's going to do it for our ball game. So final tonight in the girls' game is going to be 68-43 in favor of the Knights of Unity Christian. The Knights are going to move to 13-1 and stay undefeated in the Warrigal Conference play as they move to 6-0. The Blackhawks are going to drop to 11-3 and drop to 2-3 in Warrigal Conference play. Leading scorers tonight for the Blackhawks, number 23, Ashlyn Cavarno, led all scorers with, well, I can see the points here, 20 points. Bella Badar added 9 for the Blackhawks, and Anna Coffey chipped in 6. For the Knights, they were led by Gracie Schoenhoven with 31 points. Also, Tyra Skydeman chipped in 15. And number 14, Emma Biker, added 13. So the Knights win at 68-43. We'll be back with boys action in approximately 20 minutes. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook. Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome back to the Hinton Gymnasium as we're getting ready for boys action here as the Unit Christian Knights will be taking on your Hinton Blackhawks. Unit Christian boys come with a 7-5 record, 4-1 in the War Eagle Conference. They're coming off a 71-36 loss to Hull Western Christian last week. Hinton boys coming with the 8-3 record, 2-2 in the War Eagle. They're coming off a 55-33 loss to Sheldon last week. Starting lineups tonight for Unit Christian is going to look like this. Number 5, James Bauma, the senior, comes in and averages 11.1 points a game. Number 10, Jacob Van Dong, the junior, averages 10.8 points per game. Number 11, Carter DeYoung, the senior, averages 10.7 points per game. And number 12, Tice Van Beek, the junior, averages 4.8 points a game. Rounding out the lineup, number 30, Bo Bile, the senior, averages 9.3 points per game. Leading rebounder tonight for the Knights is Bo Bile at 7.3 rebounds per game. For the Blackhawks and Coach John Spees, they look like this. Number 12, Carson Pierce, the junior, averaging 10.6 points per game. Number 20, Gavin Nelson, also a senior, averaging 6 points per game. Number 22, Caleb Holmes, the senior, averaging 23.2 points per game. Number 32, Landon Lovren, another senior, averaging 5.1 points per game. Number 34, Caden Winters, junior, averaging 4.2 points per game. That's going to do it for starting lineups. We'll be back after this message from Fuller Digital Solutions.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks. Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
On your team, school, and community. Enjoy the game by being a good sport. Now let's.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders. You're gonna love the view.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready for varsity boys action. Tonight they're honoring Ella and Beck Holtzen. Ella and Beck Holtzen passed away January 14th, 2020. This game was supposed to have been played Friday night, January 14th. It was moved due to snow, but we'd like to remember Ella and Beck Holtzen and all they did for Hinton in their short lives. So if you see the student section wearing green and black tonight on your screen, that's what that is honoring. We are about ready to get underway here as the school fight song's finishing up, and jumping for the Blackhawks will be number 32, Landon Lovren. for the Knights. It looks like it's going to be number 30, Bo Bile. So cheerleaders have cleared the court, and we're going to have a tip-off. It looks like we are ready to go. And Lovren tips it, but it's gathered by number 10, Van Dong, for the Knights. Over to DeYoung. DeYoung feeds down low to Bile. That's going to be blocked out of bounds by Lovren. It'll be Knights basketball. Inbound the ball for the Knights is Bauma. Bauma inbounds it down low to Van Dong. Van Dong's shot's partially blocked, gathered by Lovren. Lovren gives it up to Caleb Holmes. Holmes walks the ball up the court for the Blackhawks. No score, just underway here, first quarter of the varsity boys action. Caden Winters. Over to Holmes, back to Winters. Winters over to Nelson. Nelson takes a three-point shot from the corner of the key, and that's good. And the Blackhawks lead 3-0. Gavin Nelson opens the scoring tonight with a three-pointer. It's a good sign if you're a Blackhawk fan. Now down low to Bile. Bile's shot is up and good for the Knights. So Lovren gets the ball quickly into Holmes, guarded by a couple Knights. That's Van Beek and DeYoung. They make a DeYoung on Holmes. Holmes cross-court pass to Lovren. Lovren gives it up to Carson Pierce. Back to Lovren. Over to Holmes. Holmes gives the Winters over to Nelson. Nelson's three-point shot this time off the front of the iron. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in though. And Gavin Nelson with 5 points to start the game for the Blackhawks. DeYoung passes the ball to Van Dong. Now Bauma. Bauma's three-point shot from the top of the key is good. And we're tied at 5. Quickly in the front court is Holmes. Over to Lovren. That pass is stolen by Van Dong and then thrown out of bounds as he tries to save it. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. So Gavin Nelson will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gives it to Lovren. Back to Nelson. Over to Winters. Winters cross-court pass to Lovren. This time tipped by Van Dong and out of bounds again. So the Blackhawks are passing clear across court, and Unity's been able to intercept those and tap them away from them on a couple of occasions already in the first quarter. Gavin Nelson inbounds the ball once again for the Blackhawks, gets it into Caden Winters, gives it up to Carson Pierce. Over to Lovren. Lovren feeds Holmes. Holmes cross-court pass to Nelson. Nelson tries to drive. He's cut off by DeYoung. Passes it over to Pierce. Pierce to Lovren, right back to Pierce. Pierce drives. He loses the ball on the way in. That's going to be gathered and stolen away by DeYoung. DeYoung gives it up to Van Dong. Van Dong has it tipped away now, gets the ball back. Now it's stolen by Pierce. Pierce is going to be fouled as he comes out of the pack with the ball. That's going to be a night foul on number 12, Tice Van Beek. That'll be his first personal, the team's first. So Gavin Nelson inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks, gets it into Caden Winters. Over to Holmes. Down to Holmes. Holmes drives, he's going to draw a foul. That's going to be a second foul on Van Beek, I believe. Yeah, that'll be number 2 on Van Beek and number 2 on the Knights. At the line shooting a pair will be number 22, Caleb Holmes. The senior comes in shooting 65% from the free throw line. Leading scorer for the Blackhawks, averages 23 a game. He knocks down the first one. Checking in for the Knights, number 32, Cole Renz. Second free throw attempt coming up for Holmes. Is good. Bauma with the ball in the front court to DeYoung. DeYoung's three-point shot, no good. Well, that's going to be rebounded by number 32, Cole Renz, and that shot is put back up and good. So we're tied at 7. Into the front court to Pierce, the Winters. Out to Nelson. To Holmes, over to Nelson. Back to Holmes. Holmes gives it up to Winters. Over to Lovren. To Pierce. Pierce's three-point shot from the corner. No good. In and out. That's going to be rebounded by Bile. Bile gets it ahead to Bauma. Back to Van Dong. Tries to feed Bile. That's stolen away by Winters. Winters gathers it and gives it up to Gavin Nelson. Nelson walks the ball into the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to Holmes. Holmes drives. Shot is up, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound by Bile. Bile kicks it ahead to Renz, but Renz wasn't looking. Off his back, that shot's going to be gathered by Caleb Holmes. He's going to be fouled in the front court. That's going to be a night foul on number 30, Bull Bile. That'll be Bile's first personal and the team's third. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 10, Bo DeRocher, number 24, Trey Frank. Holmes gets the ball into Lovren. Lovren drives around Renz, gets the ball to Caleb Holmes. Holmes cross-court pass to DeRocher is too hot to handle, out of bounds. It'll be night basketball. 3:55 to go first quarter, tied at 7 here. Van Dong brings the ball up the court for the Knights. Ahead to Trevor Wieringa. Over to Bile. Bile's going to call for the travel. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Gavin Nelson passes it in to Caleb Holmes. Over to Lovren. Back to Holmes. Front court to Nelson. Cross court pass to Lovren. Lovren gives it back to Holmes. Holmes guarded by Bauma. Now Holmes backs up the half court and the offense resets. Over to DeRocher. DeRocher gives it to Lovren. Back to DeRocher. Back to Lovren. Feeds Frank down low. He's guarded by a trio. Turn, spin, shot. No good. That's going to be rebounded by Van Dong for the Knights. Dong in the front court. Wieringa's shot is up and good. He's also going to draw a foul. That'll be the first Blackhawk foul. It's going to be on number 24. That's Trey Frank. That'll be his first personal. At the line trying to complete the three-point play. It'll be number 23, Trevor Wieringa. Came in shooting 100% from the free throw line, and that continues. Lovren now inbounds the ball to Nelson for the Blackhawks as they trail by 3. Gets it to Frank. Frank feeds Holmes. Holmes in the front court. Cross-court pass to Lovren. Lovren back to Caleb Holmes. Holmes over to Lovren. Lovren drives. Has the ball tipped away out of bounds. They're going to say night basketball. He must have just lost it out of bounds. I thought it was tipped, but apparently not. Bauma with the ball brings it up court for the Knights. Bauma gives it up to Van Dong. Van Dong drives. 12-footer is nothing but net. Knights lead by 5 here. Caleb Holmes, three-point shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, drives to the hoop, tries to feed Trey Frank down low. And a little too hot to handle, out of bounds. It'll be night basketball. 2:13 to go first quarter. Blackhawks trail by 5. Van Dong brings the ball up the court for the Knights. Guarded by Caleb Holmes, gives it up to Wieringa. Wieringa drives, tries to feed Blyle. That's tapped away by Frank. Frank saves it out of bounds. It'll be night basketball. Checking in for the Knights is number 35, Landon Hoffmeyer. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 34, Caden Winters, and number 12, Carson Pierce. Wieringa inbounds the ball to Van Dong. Over to Bauma. To Hoffmeyer. Back to Van Dong. Down low to Renz. Renz drives. That pass is stolen, but it's picked up and gathered by Hoffmeyer. He shoots it back up, and now we're going to have something called underneath. That'll be a foul on the Knights, number 23, Trevor Waringa. That'll be his first personal and the team's fourth. So it'll be Blackhawk basketball. Carson Pierce inbounds it to Caden Winters. Cross-court pass to Caleb Holmes. Holmes back to Winters. Down to DeRocher. DeRocher drives. Cross-court pass to Holmes. Holmes drives. Kicks it out to Pierce. Pierce's three-point shot is no good. That's going to be kicked around and stolen by Pierce. And now there's going to be a foul called on the Knights, number 35, Landon Hoffmeyer. That's going to be Hoffmeyer's first personal and the team's fifth. Holmes inbounds to DeRocher. DeRocher gives it back to Holmes for the Blackhawks. About 1:10 to go first quarter. Winters feeds DeRocher. DeRocher feeds Frank. Frank's shot is up and good. The Blackhawks are within three, and Trey Frank's on the scoreboard. That pass is going to be tipped away by Winters, stolen by DeRocher, ahead to Pierce. Pierce pass ahead to Caleb Holmes. That shot's up and good, and the Blackhawks are within one. As Van Dong brings the ball in the front court for the Knights. Over to Bauma. Bauma's three-point shot from the corner, no good. Pierce kicks the rebound away. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Van Dong and the Knights with the basketball. Knights inbound it. Over to Bauma. Over to Waringa. Down low to Hoffmeyer. Back out to Van Dong. Van Dong drives from the free throw line. That shot is up and good. Knights extend the lead back to three. As Caleb Holmes gets the ball in the front court over to Trey Frank. Gives it up to Winters. Cross court to Holmes. Deep three-point shot is nothing but net. And after one quarter, the Blackhawks tie it up at 14-14. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics. We'll be right back after this message from Fuller Digital Solutions.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Welcome back to the Hinton Gymnasium as you're watching varsity boys action. Unit Christian Knights visiting the Hinton Blackhawks. The Knights were able to come away with the victory in the girls' game. But here in the boys' game, after one quarter, we're tied up at 14. So both teams getting ready to wrap up final instructions. We'll get underway in the second quarter of action. Tied at 14. It'll be Blackhawk basketball out of bounds to resume second period play here. Trey Frank inbounds to Caleb Holmes. Holmes to Pierce. Pierce to Winters. Winters over to Holmes. Holmes' three-point shot from the corner is nothing but net, and the Blackhawks take a three-point lead. Holmes has 7 points on the night, lead all scorers. Down low to Bio. Bio kicks it out to Van Dong for the Knights. Cross-court pass is going to go to DeYoung. DeYoung's going to drive and be fouled. That foul is on number 34, Caden Winters. That's his first personal and the team's second. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 32, Landon Lovren. Bauma inbounds the ball for the Knights, gets it into Bio. Bio cross-court pass to Renz. Back to DeYoung. DeYoung drives. The floater, no good. Rebounded by Lane and Lovren for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Caleb Holmes. Holmes brings the ball in the front court. Holmes drives. That shot off the glass and good. Caleb Holmes starting to heat up. He has 9 points. And the Blackhawks lead by 5. Bauma quickly in the front court. 10-foot jump shot is good. Holmes over to Lovren. Back to Holmes. Holmes drives. Cut off by Pear. Passes it off to Winters. Winters' shot is up and good. So a great pass by Holmes leads to a lazy layup for the Blackhawks. DeYoung over to Van Dong. Van Dong now backs out, and the Knights will reset. Over to DeYoung. Back to Van Dong. Over to Bauma. Back to Van Dong. Over to Bauma. Bauma gives it back to Van Dong. Now Renz comes out, sets the screen, gets involved. But Van Dong's shot from top of the key is no good. Gets his own rebound. Drives to the hoop now. Cut off, gives it to Bile. Kicks it out to Bauma. Bauma's three-point shot from the corner is good. And the Knights are within a couple. Lovren with the ball for the Blackhawks in the front court to Winters. Over to Pierce. Pierce passes up the three-pointer, drives. That shot's no good. Rebounded by DeRocher. Has it tapped away, gives it back out to Lovren. Lovren drives. His shot's going to be up, no good. Too strong. Rebounded by Van Dong for the Knights. Quickly in the front court. That pass gets away from Bauma. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Van Dong got the rebound, came up firing, and it was out of bounds to nobody. Lovren inbounds the ball to Holmes. Holmes over to Gavin Nelson. Back to Holmes. Holmes stops, shoots a three-pointer. That shot's no good, in and out. Tipped around and gathered by Bauma. Bauma now guarded closely by Pierce, brings the ball up court for the Knights. Into the front court, over to Van Dong. Van Dong back to Bauma. Bauma thinks about a three-pointer, passes it up, gives it back to Van Dong. Over to DeYoung. Back to Van Dong. Screen set by Bile. Van Dong over to Bauma. Bauma's three-point shot from the corner is nothing but net. And the Knights retake the lead by 1. Nelson cross-court pass to Holmes. Now back to Lovren. Lovren gives it over to Nelson. Nelson feeds Winters. Pierce tries to drive. He's going to draw a foul, I believe. That foul is going to be on number 10, Jacob Van Dong. I thought they called the foul on number 10, but I don't know, the scoreboard is not updated. Yeah, there he goes. That is his first personal foul on the team's 6th. So Blackhawks have the ball. Caleb Holmes with it for the Blackhawks. Over to Landon Lovren. Feeds Trey Frank down low. Kicks it back out to Lovren. Lovren's three-point shot, top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Bauma for the Knights. He pushes the ball into the front court. Gives it up to Van Dong. Van Dong's three-point shot from the corner, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Wren underneath. Renz. He tries to put it back up. He's going to be fouled. That Blackhawk foul is going to be on number 10, Bo DeRocher. That'll be Bo's first personal and the team's 3rd. At the line, Renz shooting a pair of free throws. Renz came in shooting 67% from the free throw line. He knocks down the first one. Second free throw for Renz. Nothing but net. And the Knights lead by 3. Quickly into Holmes for the Blackhawks. Now to Frank. Frank gives it back to Lovren. Over to DeRocher. DeRocher drives, feed Holmes down low. Holmes spinning jumper from the free throw line, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Renz. He feeds it ahead to Van Dong. Van Dong guarded closely by Holmes. Over to Bauma. Bauma feeds Bile. Back to Van Dong. Van Dong shot from the free throw line, hits the front of the rim and rolls in. That'll be good. So the Knights take a 26-21 lead, and Blackhawks want a timeout. With that, we'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics. Tonight, the Unity Christian Knights taking on your Hinton Blackhawks. Blackhawks trail by 5 with 3:49 to go first half. Coming out of timeout will be Blackhawk basketball. Gavin Nelson inbounds it to Caleb Holmes. Caleb Holmes walks the ball into the front court for the Blackhawks. Guarded by Van Dong. Over to Nelson now. Back to Holmes. Holmes over to Bo DeRocher. DeRocher feeds Nelson down low, kicks it back to Landon Lovren. Now Frank looks to drive, cut off by Bile. Tries to hand the ball off to Caleb Holmes. It's stolen away by Van Dong. Van Dong pushes the action in the front court, kicks it out to Weiringa. Weiringa's shots off, gathered by Renz. And then that shot's going to be a three-pointer, good by Bauma. The Knights extend their lead. Over to Lovren. Back to Nelson for the Blackhawks. Nelson feeds Holmes. Holmes drives. Kicks it out to DeRocher. DeRocher's three-point shot is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Bauma. Bauma gets it ahead to Weiringa. Weiringa by a trio of Blackhawks. Gathers it, kicks it out to Renz. Cole Renz shot's no good. Gathered by Lovren. Gives it to Caleb Holmes. Holmes cross-court pass to Frank. Frank's three-point shot is no good. That's going to be rebounded by Bauma, and there'll be a foul called. That foul is going to be on number 10, Bo DeRocher. That'll be a second personal foul, and the team's fourth. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 12, Carson Pierce, number 34, Caden Winters. And for the Knights, number 35, Landon Hoffmeyer. So Bile will inbound the ball for the Knights. Gets it into Van Dong. Van Dong walks the ball up the court for the Knights. Guarded by Caleb Holmes now at half court. Van Dong gives it up to Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer gives it to Weiringa. Down to Bile. Bile's shot's no good. Gathered by Lovren. Ahead to Pierce. Pierce gives it back to Lovren. Over to Holmes. Holmes drives, loses the ball. It's gathered by Van Dong. Van Dong quickly to the basket. 10-foot jumper is good. And the Knights lead by 10. Under 2 minutes to go first half here. Holmes with the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to Bo DeRocher. Down to Winters. Winters over to Holmes. Holmes back to Winters. Winters looks to drive, kicks out to DeRocher. DeRocher looks to drive. Shot is up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Tries to pass the ball out to Pierce. That ball's tipped away out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Holmes gets it into Winters. Over to Pierce. Pierce gives it to Nelson. Nelson feeds Holmes down low. Holmes drives. Shot is up. No good, but he's going to draw a foul. Foul's on number 10, Jacob Van Dong. That'll be his second personal foul and the team's seventh. At the line shooting a pair of free throws will be number 22, Caleb Holmes. Holmes' first free throw attempt is good. As DeYoung checks back in for the Knights. Caleb Holmes' second free throw attempt upcoming. That shot's also good. Caleb Holmes has 11 for the Blackhawks. And now we're going to have a timeout called. We'll take one with them with the Blackhawks trailing by 8. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics. We have varsity boys action for you right now as the Blackhawks trail 31-23 on your scoreboard. Coming out of a Blackhawk timeout. It'll be night basketball as Waringa passes it into Bauma, and Bauma brings the ball into the front court for the Knights. Gives it up to DeYoung. Hoffmeyer sets the screen. DeYoung shot from the top of the key. Three-pointer, nothing but net. And the Knights extend their lead to 11. Under 1 minute to go, first half. Holmes gives it up to Lovren. Back to DeRocher now. DeRocher looks for a cutter. Tries to give it to Nelson. Nelson didn't see that pass and kept going. DeYoung steals it. His shot's going to be coast to coast, up and good. Holmes in the front court, gives it to Nelson, feeds Winters. Winters shots up and good. 30 seconds to go now as Bauma inbounds to DeYoung, right back to Bauma. Now Bauma brings the ball in the front court, 25 seconds and counting. Waringa gives the ball back to Bauma. Bauma guarded closely by Nelson. Now a screen by Hoffmeyer. Bauma tries to get rid of the ball, does to Waringa. Now to DeYoung. DeYoung's off-bounds three-pointer is in and out, no good. And your halftime score is going to be Unity Christian 36, the Blackhawks 25. And leading scores for the Blackhawks the first half, number 22, Caleb Holmes. Leading scorer for the Knights, James Bauma, the senior, has 14 points. That's going to do it for the first half action. We'll be back for second half action in approximately 10 minutes. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Athletics.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawks Varsity Athletics. We're at halftime here, getting ready to start the third quarter. Blackhawks trail 36-25 on the scoreboard to the visiting Uni Christian Knights. The Knights took the girls' game as well earlier, so Blackhawk boys trying to come back in this one and get the split. Reminder, we will not have coverage of Friday night's game, but the boys and girls will be on the road taking on Harris Lake Park. And then our next broadcast will be next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight, January 25th, as the Blackhawk Wrestlers will entertain Lawton Bronson and Akron Westfield. So join us right here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Subscribe to this channel. You'll be notified every time that the Blackhawks go live with any events. So wrestling action for you 1 week from tonight. So Obama inbounds the ball to Van Dong. Van Dong brings the ball back in the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to DeYoung. Back to Bauma. Over to Van Beek. DeYoung with the ball, gives to Bauma. Bauma's three-point shot from the corner is good. Bauma has 17 points to lead all scorers. Caleb Holm brings the ball in the front court, gives it up to Carson Pierce. Over to Gavin Nelson. Nelson over to Winters. Winters to Pierce, back to Nelson. Nelson feeds Lovren down low. Has the ball tapped away from him, but they're going to call a foul. That foul will be a night foul on number 30. That's Bo Bile. That'll be Bo's second foul and the first personal this half. Winters gets the ball for the Blackhawks, gives over to Caleb Holmes. Holmes cross-court pass to Winters. Back to Holmes. Holmes tries to feed Nelson down low. It's stolen by DeYoung. And then he's going to draw a foul on number 22, Caleb Holmes. That'll be Caleb's first foul and the team's first this half. Bauma inbounds the ball for the Knights, gets it into Van Dong. Van Dong brings it back in the front court. Feeds Bile. Bile thinks about turn-on jumper, gives it back to Van Dong. Kicks it out to Bauma. Bauma gives it to DeYoung. DeYoung's three-point shot, no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Van Beek. Van Beek puts it back up, and he's going to draw a foul. That Blackhawk foul is going to be on number 20. That's going to be Gavin Nelson. That'll be Gavin's first personal foul and the team's second. At the line shooting a pair is Van Beek for the Knights. Knocks down the first one. He's shooting 55% on the year. Second free throw attempt for Van Beek is good. Van Beek knocks down a pair. Landon Lovren inbounds for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Caleb Holmes. Guarded by Van Dong and Van Beek. Back to Nelson. Guarded by DeYoung. Nelson throws it back to Holmes. Too hot, out of bounds. Van Dong inbounds the ball on the far side. Gives it to Bauma. Bauma brings the ball in the front court. Back to Van Dong. Down to Bile. Bile has it stolen away by Carson Pierce. Pierce comes in the front court for the Blackhawks all the way to the hoop. That shot's going to be blocked, and they're going to call a foul on Jacob Van Dong. That'll be Van Dong's third personal foul and the team's second. At the line shooting a pair of free throws will be Carson Pierce. The junior comes in shooting 90% from the free throw line. Pierce, the second leading scorer, bounces that one in. That'll be his first point of the evening. Second free throw attempt coming up for Carson Pierce. That one rims around no good, but they're going to call a lane violation. And with that, the Blackhawks are going to take a timeout, and we'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
Hey, welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics. Blackhawk boys trail in the Unity Christian Knights 41-26 as we're ready to resume here. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. It will be Knights basketball as number 32, Cole Renz, is going to inbound it for the Knights. Gets it into Bile. Back to Renz. Over to DeYoung. DeYoung into the front court. That's tapped away but gathered by Bauma. Bauma feeds Bile. Bile guarded by a couple Blackhawks. Back to Bauma. Bauma's three-point shot from the corner is good. Bauma leads all scorers tonight with 20. Down low to Caden Winters. They call a foul. That foul is going to be on number 30, Bile, I believe. That's going to be Bile's third personal and the team's third this half. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 20, Gavin Nelson. Checking in for the Knights, number 35, Landon Hoffmeyer. Holmes gets the ball into Lover, and it's tapped out of bounds. They're going to say it's off Lover, and it'll be Christian basketball, Unity Christian basketball. Inbound to Bauma, over to Van Beek, back to Bauma. Bauma to Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer dribbles ahead. Gives it to Renz. Renz three-point shot from the corner, no good, in and out. Rebounded by Pierce, then his shot's going to be blocked out of bounds. They're going to call a foul, I believe. That'll be a night foul called on number 32, Cole Renz. That'll be his first personal and the team's fourth. At the line shooting a pair, Carson Pierce. Pierce's first free throw attempt is off the front of the rim. Second free throw attempt by Carson Pierce. That's off the front of the rim as well. Rebounds tipped out and gathered by Van Beek. Van Beek into the front court, guarded by a couple Blackhawks. Gets it over to DeYoung. That pass is now stolen away by Caleb Holmes. Holmes in the front court, over to Pierce. Pierce's shot's a little too hot to handle, off the back of that rim and off in the hands of Van Beek. Van Beek gives it ahead to Bauma. Bauma's going to be fouled by Carson Pierce. That'll be Pierce's first personal and the team's third this half. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 34, Caden Winters, number 10, Bo DeRocher. And now Unity Christian's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. Blackhawks trail by 18 here in the third quarter. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching Hinton Varsity Athletics here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Reminder, if you want to be a part of sponsoring any of these events that we broadcast here from Hinton or any other town on the Fuller Digital Solutions Network, just email fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, you'll be notified every time any event goes live. And we have lots of action for you, finishing up the winter season with basketball and wrestling. Our next broadcast will be next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight. The Hinton Blackhawk wrestlers will take on Akron Westfield and Lawton Brunson. Waringa inbounds the ball for the Knights, gets it into Van Beek. Van Beek guarded by DeRocher. Now tries to drive, gets it to Bauma. Bauma from the top of the key. That shot's no good, in and out. Tipped around, rebound's gonna be gathered by Frank, inbounded, but then Van Beek gathers it up, kicks it out to Bauma, and Bauma has another three-pointer. Bauma with 23 points tonight, and not even through three quarters. This pass intended for Frank is tipped away. It's going to be a foul called. That foul is going to be on number 12, Tice Van Beek. Van Beek's third personal foul and the team's fifth. Coming in for the Blackhawks, number 14, Carter Warden. Holmes gets the ball back from Nelson. Now they try to give it into DeRocher. That's tipped away and gathered by Carter Warden. Now Winters drives, kicks it out to Warden. Warden drives. The floater is going to find its way into the basket. And Carter Warden into the scoring books for the Blackhawks. Into the front court to Renz. That pass is tipped and stolen by Caden Winters. Winters gives it up to Gavin Nelson. Nelson walks the ball into the front court. Nelson passes up a three-pointer, gives it over to Caleb Holmes. Now Holmes drives, stops, shoots from the free throw line. That shot's in and out, no good. Gathered by DeRocher for Blackhawks. Now DeRocher has the ball in the corner, tries to pass to Holmes. It's knocked out of bounds. That was knocked out of bounds by Cole Renz. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Blackhawks trying to make a run to get back in this game here as we're midway through third quarter. Cut into the basket, Gavin Nelson. His shot's no good. Gathered by DeRocher, his shot's no good, and that's going to be rebounded and gathered by Bauma. Bauma into the front court. He's going to draw a foul. That'll be a Blackhawk foul. That foul's going to be on number 20, Gavin Nelson. That'll be his second foul and the team's fourth this half. Van Beek inbounds the ball to Bauma. Bauma over to Hoffmeyer. Back to Bauma. Waringa drives now. Kicks out to Bauma. Bauma's three-point shot, top of the key, is air ball. But it's rebounded by Renz. Renz shot no good. Rebounded by Winters. In the front court to Gavin Nelson. He's going to draw a foul. That night foul is going to be on number 5, James Bauma. That'll be Bauma's first personal and the team's sixth. Winters with the ball now for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Nelson. Nelson passes over to Holmes. Holmes drives. His shot's going to be partially blocked, but we'll call foul. Body contact there. That foul is going to be on the Knights. Number 5, James Bauma. That'll be his second personal and the team's seventh. That's going to put Caleb Holmes at the line shooting a pair. First free throw attempt is no good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Caleb Holmes. That's good, and Caleb Holmes has 12 points. Van Beek brings the ball up court for the Knights, guarded by Holmes. Now over to Hoffmeyer. Over to Bauma. Over to Waringa. Back to Van Beek. Van Beek gives it to Renz. Renz drives. He's going to draw a foul down low. That foul is going to be on the Blackhawks number 34. That's Caden Winters. Caden Winters' second personal and the team's fifth. At the line shooting a pair is number 32, Cole Renz. Comes in shooting 67% on the season. Misses the first one. Checking back into the Knights, number 11, Carter DeYoung. As Van Beek will take a seat. Second free throw by Renz. That one's going to be good. Holmes now quickly to the basket for the Blackhawks. That shot's no good, but he's going to draw the foul once again. Holmes will be at the line shooting 2. That foul for the Knights is going to be on number 11, Carter DeYoung. That'll be his first personal and the team's 8th. So like I said before, Holmes' first free throw attempt is good. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 32, Landon Lovren, number 12, Carson Pierce. Second free throw attempt for Caleb Holmes is up and good. Caleb Holmes has 14 points on the evening. Young with the ball quickly in the front court for the Knights. Over to Wren, over to Bauma. Over to Hoffmeyer. Now back to DeYoung. DeYoung and Caleb Holmes fight for a basketball there, and it's going to be a jump ball. Alternating possession gives it to the Blackhawks. Lovren inbounds the basketball to Caleb Holmes. Holmes walks the ball into the front court. Holmes' three-point shot is nothing but net. Caleb Holmes has 17 points on the evening. In the front court to Hoffmeyer for the Knights. Back to DeYoung. DeYoung tries to give it to Bauma. That pass is a little too hot to handle. Out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Checking back in for the Knights will be number 30, Bo Bile, and number 10, Jacob Van Dong. Both those players have 3 fouls apiece for the Knights. Caleb Holmes gives it to Carter Warden, back across to Holmes. Holmes out to Lovren. Now Lovren gives it back to Holmes. That three-point shot's nothing but net. The Blackhawks are within 12, and Holmes has 20. 10 of those come in this quarter. Now Waringa loses the ball out of bounds for the Knights. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Another three-point shot by Caleb Holmes. Caleb Holmes has 23, and the Blackhawks are within 8. And with that, the Knights want a timeout. We'll take one with them. 48-40, Blackhawks trail. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Welcome back to Hinton, as the Blackhawks have been on a little run here to close things up. Trail by 8 against the Union Christian Knights. The Blackhawks did trail by as many as 20, but they've cut that deficit down to 8 here as we have 1:22 to go third quarter. It'll be Union Christian basketball. Van Beekel inbound for the Knights. He gets it into Van Dong. Guarded by Holmes. Van Dong in the front court, gives it to Van Beek. Van Beek drives, that shot's up and good, and the Knights lead by 10. Caleb Holmes brings the ball in the front court for Hinton. Gives it up to Lovren. Lovren cross-court pass to Carter Warden. Back to Pierce, back to Holmes. Holmes step back 3 from the corner, nothing but net. And the Blackhawks are back within 7, and Caleb Holmes has 26 points. Van Dung now in the front court spin, shots blocked by Landon Lovren. And now, much to everybody's chagrin, the referee furthest from the action calls that a foul, and at the line shooting 2 will be Jacob Van Dong. Van Dong comes in shooting 71%. His first free throw is up and no good. second free throw attempt coming up for Van Dong. Second free throw is also no good. That rebound by Lovren, giving up to Caleb Holmes. So Caleb Holmes has the basketball and the hot hand for the Blackhawks. He scored 15 points in the third quarter here on quite a few three-pointers. 4 three-pointers, I think. Now Holmes takes another three-point shot. This one's a little far. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by Van Dong. Van Dong comes in the front court. This shot's going to be no good. He's going to draw a foul. That foul is going to be on number 32, Landon Lovren. That'll be his second personal, and the team 7th. At the line shooting 2, Jacob Van Dong. Just was able to hit, miss both of his free throw attempts. This one is nothing but net. Second free throw attempt coming up for Van Dong. Second free throw also net. And Van Dong's able to stretch the lead back to 9. Holmes gets it ahead to Lovren. 12 seconds to go, third quarter. Over to DeRocher. DeRocher drives, stops, shoots. That shot's a little too high and hard. Pierce gets the rebound, shoots it up. He's going to have his shot blocked. And with 2 seconds left, that'll be the end of the third quarter. That shot shouldn't even count, and it doesn't. And so at the end of 3, the Blackhawks trail by 9. And we'll be right back here watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as the Knights just inbounded the basketball, and Bull Biles called for an offensive charge. That'll be his 4th personal and the team's 9th. So nothing's changed since the start of the third quarter, or start of the fourth quarter here. Caleb Holmes brings the ball up court for the Blackhawks. Drives the hoop. That shot's going to be up. No good off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it out to Carter Warden. Over to Holmes. Over to Lovren. Lovren feeds Droscher down low. Kicks it right back out to Warden. Over to Lovren. Lovren kicks it back to Warden. Warden gives it to Carson Pierce. Pierce drives. His floater's going to be good. And the Blackhawks are within 7. Van Dong brings the ball in the front court for the Knights, guarded by Holmes. That pass is tipped and stolen, but regathered by Dong. Now, Wren's pass is tipped, stolen by Warden, gives it up to Holmes, who has a shot up and good, and the Blackhawks are within 5. Van Dong now brings the ball quickly in the front court for the Knights. Over to Van Beek. Over to Bauma. Bauma's three-point shot from the corner off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Renz. Ren's shot is up and good, and he draws the foul. So Cole Renz at the line trying to complete the three-point play. That foul's going to be on number 10, Bo DeRocher. That'll be DeRocher's 3rd personal and the team's 8th. Ren's free throw attempt up, no good. Rebounded by Bauma, but he stepped out of bounds. It'll be Hinton basketball. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 34, Caden Winters. Carson Pierce inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Caleb Holmes, right back to Pierce. Pierce gets ahead to Bo DeRocher. Back to Pierce. Pierce back to Holmes. Holmes guarded by Bauma. Holmes feeds Pierce. Pierce turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound by Bo DeRocher. Kicked it back out to Holmes. Holmes drives, three-point shot from top of the keys, no good. Saved and gathered by Van Beek for the Knights. Bauma in the front court. Over to Wieringa. Over to Cole Renz. Back to Van Beek. Back to Van Dong. Van Dong drives, kicks out to Bauma. Renz drives now. His shot's going to be blocked by Caden Winters, out of bounds. It'll be Knights basketball. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 20, Gavin Nelson. And for the Knights, number 11, Carter DeYoung. Bauma inbounds the ball to Renz, over to Van Beek. Bauma from the corner, his three-point shot's no good. Rebounded by Carson Pierce. Pierce gives it ahead to Caleb Holmes. Holmes out front with the basketball for the Blackhawks. DeRocher sets the screen and then cuts through the paint. Now Holmes pull up three-point shot, no good, off the front of the rim. Rebounded by DeYoung for the Knights. Bauma with the basketball for the Knights, guarded closely by Nelson. Over Van Beek. Van Beek tries to drive, cut off by DeRocher. Feeds Van Dung. That ball's tipped. They're going to call a foul on number 20, Gavin Nelson. That'll be Gavin's third personal foul and the team's ninth. That'll put Jacob Van Dong at the free throw line shooting two. The first one is up and good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Van Dong and the Knights. Second free throw is good. Nelson inbounds the ball to Pierce. To Holmes, sorry. Holmes brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to Caden Winters. Winters tries to get it to DeRocher. That's stolen by DeYoung. DeYoung coast-to-coast shot. No good. They're going to call a foul on Bo DeRocher. That'll be Bo's fourth personal foul and the team's 10th. At the line shooting two, Carter DeYoung. DeYoung comes in shooting 57% from the free throw line. First free throw attempt is good. Landon Lovren checks back in for the Blackhawks. DeYoung's second free throw attempt is also good. So the Knights lead by 10 again. Lovren gets the ball into Caleb Holmes, guarded by Bauma. Now Bauma backs off. Pass in the front court to Winters. Winters collides with one of the Knight defenders and a travel is called. That'll be Knights basketball. Van Beek with the ball in the front court for the Knights. Ahead to Bauma. To DeYoung. Now there's going to be a foul called. That foul's going to be number 34, Caden Winters. That'll be his third. First free throw by DeYoung, no good. Check back in for the Blackhawks, number 12, Carson Pierce. Second free throw by DeYoung. Also no good. That rebound's going to be tipped around, gathered by Gavin Nelson. Gets it ahead to Caleb Holmes. Holmes over to Pierce. Pierce drives. Picked up by Lovren. Lovren's going to draw the foul. That foul's going to be on number 32, Cole Renz. That'll be the 10th team foul. And it'll be Ren's second personal. At the line, shooting a pair of free throws, number 32, Landon Lovren. Lovren's first free throw attempt is good. Second free throw upcoming for Lovren. That one's going to roll around, be no good, and going to be rebounded by Renz for the Knights. Now Renz dribbles through a couple of Blackhawk defenders and in the front court. Gives it to Van Beek. Over to Van Dung. Gives the ball to DeYoung. DeYoung is going to be fouled by Carson Pierce. That foul with 4 minutes left is going to put DeYoung at the line shooting a pair of free throws. Free throw's good. Second free throw by DeYoung. Also good. And with that, the Knights will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as the Blackhawks inbound the ball coming out of a timeout. It'll be Lovren bringing the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Gives over to Pierce. Pierce back to Lovren. Gives the ball to Holmes. Holmes picks it up and draws a foul. Looks like Van Dung will get Holmes on the push. That'll be Van Dung's 4th personal foul, and Holmes will be at the line shooting 2. Holmes' first free throw attempt is good. Holmes adds to his total, has 29 points tonight to lead all scorers. Second free throw for Caleb is also good. Caleb Holmes has 30 points now to lead all scorers. The Blackhawks are back within 10. 3:45 to go in the ball game. Van Dung with the ball for the Knights in the front court, guarded by Holmes. Bauma from the corner, no good, in and out, rebounded by Lovren. Lovren pushes the ball up court, gives it up to Holmes. Holmes backs away, shoots a 3-point shot. That's nothing but net. And the Blackhawks are within 7, and Caleb Holmes has 33. Bauma now quickly with the ball in for the Knights. Brings it into front court. Over to Renz. To Van Beek. Van Beek passes back out to Van Dung. Van Dung guarded by Pierce, gives it over to DeYoung. Van Beek now gives it back to Bauma. Over to Van Beek. Van Beek drives, turns around, tries the shot, no good, rebounded by Nelson. Nelson gives it to Landon Lovren. Lovren brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Lovren gives it over to Pierce. Pierce gives it to Holmes. Holmes' shot is up, no good. Rebound by DeYoung. Van Dong in the front court now, kicks it out to Bauma for the Knights. Bauma over to Van Beek. Van Beek gives it to Van Dong. Van Dong drives. Lovren contests him. They're going to call a foul. That foul will be on number 32, Landon Lovren. That'll be Lovren's third personal foul. That'll put Van Dong at the line shooting 2. First free throw for Jacob Van Dong is good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Van Dong. Free throw is also good. The Knights send their lead back to 9. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Holmes in the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to Pierce. Pierce drives. Going to be a foul on the floor. That foul's going to be number 11. That's Carter DeYoung. That'll be Carter's third personal foul, or second personal foul. That's going to put Carson Pierce to the line shooting a pair of free throws. First free throw for Carson is up and off the front of the rim. Second free throw coming up for Pierce. That one's a little long, no good. Rebounded by Van Beek. Van Beek gets it ahead to Van Dong. Van Dong pushes the ball in the front court over to Bauma. Bauma down low to DeYoung. DeYoung spinning shot, no good. Rebounded by Landon Lovren. And then Lovren's going to draw a foul. That foul will be on DeYoung. Carter DeYoung's third personal. That'll put Landon Lovren at the line shooting a pair. First free throw attempt coming up for Lovren is good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Landon Lovren. Off the front of the rim, no good. That rebound's going to be gathered by Bio for the Knights. Gets up to Van Beek. Van Beek in the front court to Bio. Over Van Dong. Van Dong drives. Kicks it over to Bio. Bio's shot is blocked by Lovren. Kicked ahead to Holmes. Holmes' shot's up and good. The Blackhawks are within 6. Back to Van Dong in the front court. Van Dong pulls up just inside the free throw line. That shot's going to be no good. Tipped around, gathered by Lovren. Lovren's knocked down by Bio. Quickly in the front court to Pierce. Pierce drives. That shot's going to be no good. There's going to be a foul called. That foul's going to be number 5, James Bauma. His third personal, and that's going to put Carson Pierce at the line shooting 2. First free throw for Pierce is good. Second free throw attempt for Pierce. Also good, but they're going to call a lane violation. And that free throw is going to be no good. So Blackhawks trail by 5, 1:12 to go. Van Dong inbounds the ball to Bauma. That pass is tipped away, but gathered by Van Dong. Van Dong guarded by a couple Blackhawks, gets it over to Van Beek. Now they're going to draw, Van Beek will draw a foul. That'll be on number 12, Carson Pierce, I believe. That'll be Pierce's third personal. That'll put Van Beek at the line shooting a pair of free throws. First free throw attempt by Van Beek is up and good. Second free throw attempt by Van Beek. No good. Rebounded by Landon Lovren. Lovren gets it ahead to Gavin Nelson. Nelson over to Pierce. Pierce looks to drive, gets to the hoop. That shot's up, no good. Rebound by Van Dong over to Van Beek. Van Beek comes in the front court, and he's going to be fouled by Bo DeRocher. That'll be Bo's fifth personal foul, I believe. And checking the game for the Blackhawks, number 14, Carter Warden. As Bo DeRocher fouls out tonight. 45 seconds to go. At the line shooting a pair is Tice Van Beek. Van Beek's first free throw is nothing but net. Second free throw attempt coming up by Van Beek. Also nothing but net. So now the Knights lead by 8 with 43 seconds to go. Lovren in the front court with the ball for the Blackhawks. Caleb Holmes, three-point shot off the nothing, out of bounds. It's going to be Knights basketball. Coach Speed's going to take a timeout as the Blackhawks trail by 8. We'll take one with them. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're closing out the varsity boys action here. Blackhawks trail by 8 with 33 seconds to go. Blackhawks are out of timeouts. The Knights have 3. If this game ends in not a Blackhawk favor, I would say free throws had a big part of it, as they missed several free throws down the stretch here, and the Knights were able to make more than they missed. Ball gets quick into Bauma, guarded by Warden. Warden ahead to Van Beek. Van Beek loses the ball out of bounds. So that's a turnover. It'll be Blackhawk basketball as Landon Lovren checks back in for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Pierce. Pierce drives the hoop. Shot is up and no good. In and out. Rebounded by Van Beek. Foul number 24, Trey Frank. Be his second personal foul. That's going to put Van Beek back at the line shooting 2 free throws with 21 seconds to go. First free throw attempt for Van Beek is nothing but net. Second free throw attempt for Van Beek. Off the front of the rim, gathered by Frank. Gives it up to Holmes. 17 seconds to go. Holmes in the front court. Gets it over to Warden. Back to Holmes. Holmes drives. Shot is up and no good. Tipped around, gathered by Renz. Now Bauma gives it ahead to Van Beek. 5 seconds to go. Van Beek's just going to hold it. That's the way the game's going to end. And that'll be your final. So the Blackhawks are going to lose 66-57 to the Unity Christian Knights. And your final stats of the game are going to be leading scores for the Blackhawks. Number 22, Caleb Holmes, had 35. Nobody else in double digits. For the Knights, they're led by James Baumel with 23 points. And number 10, Jacob Van Dong, had 14. We'll be back for our next broadcast next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight, as Blackhawk Wrestling will be on here as they take on Lawton and Akron. That's going to do it tonight from Hinton. You've been watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.